What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. You might notice I'm alone. Blue refused to pop in this window with me.
I thought that was a little corny. So.
But welcome back to
Color Me Going.
That's right. Boom. I hope you liked our intro. Lol. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Sheridan. This is my wife, Blue.
This is Remy.
This is Remy.
Hi.
We're excited for day 1 of relationship reviewing, but day 2 of the giveaway that we announced yesterday.
The giveaway and like this marathon of reviews that we're doing.
Yes, so really excited to kick that off. The first review is in a relationship within the show Dragon Prince, which is on Netflix.
Yep, a Netflix show, Dragon Prince. It's a great show. We'll get into that. Yep. And the relationship. Full disclosure, since this is day 1, we're going to try to make this as uniform as possible every day.
Right.
It might take us a couple days to get into that really consistent thing that we're going to be doing.
And hopefully there's not too many spoilers. Even though we are reviewing shows, you know, we hope that for those of you that haven't watched them, you know, you watch them. The
relationship we're going to be talking about, and we are going to give you a little bit of a spoiler for this marathon we're doing.
Yes.
This is one of 2 relationships we're going to do in Dragon Prince. There's a few shows that we'll talk about that are wonderful representation, and this is one of them.
Yeah.
Dragon Prince crushes it. So this is one of 2. And
so this relationship is between
Amaya and Janai. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Amaya and Janai, and we're gonna run down this relationship. But first, a little asterisks. We're gonna try to do relationships that are confirmed. There's no second guessing. There's no queer baiting going on. Right. We're starting with one that
isn't official yet, but it seems like it's like
I think there's enough there that we can talk about it.
Yeah. And it comes up enough in the show that I think it warrants getting to be on this giveaway review
If
series.
you disagree with us,
let us know. Put it in the comments. Would love to know anyone's opinion on this show. So, you know, feel free.
So Amaya, let's talk about the 2 characters.
So Amaya is, I think she's actually like a general, but she is the sister of the late queen of Katalis. So one of the 5 human kingdoms within the world of Zadia within the Dragon Prince.
Zadia is the magic area. Katalis is the biggest kingdom of the non-magical area, and she hates Zadia. Her job is to defend the breach, which is the area between the human and the magical world.
She's supposed to keep her kingdom safe. She's a total badass character. She is deaf. And I think it was just so cool to see.
I mean, she speaks only in sign language, and it comes up in the show. It's not like she's deaf and it's not an issue and they don't talk about it.
They talk about it.
She gets like tortured at some point, and they're like, "Why won't you talk?" And she has an interpreter.
Yeah. Without
her interpreter, we don't know what she's saying. She exclusively communicates in sign language. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. Yeah, very cool. And so that's Amaya.
And then there's Janai. She's a sun elf, I think. She's got some badass name. She is some kind of successor, I think. She's like
another warrior,
a sun elf warrior. She defends the breach on the Zadia side. So these 2 are battling.
Yeah, so they end up, the first time you see them, it's actually in a fight scene at Amaya's post
on the breach.
Yeah.
She's the Golden Knight of the Lux Aurora. Is that how you say that?
That's how
Aura. It's Aura, right?
Lux Aura.
The Golden Knight of the Lux Aura.
It's pretty cool.
So okay, these 2 are battling. Boom, boom, boom. Sword fight, sword fight. And they're both clearly badasses, and it's like really neck and neck for a while.
Very powerful female characters. As far as like the relationship, like you get hints of
mutual respect, I think, as warriors.
Yeah, and then I think it grows a little bit deeper, like through. There's 3 seasons out now. They were renewed for a 4th, so a 4th one is coming. But I think you see that develop in their interactions. What I will say about this relationship is, they're not main characters.
So before we get in, let's start with our categories now. So screen time. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. So as far as screen time is concerned, I actually think I think Amaya gets a decent amount of screen time, and they continue to pop up on screen more as the seasons progress. So in season 1, it's very limited.
Well, no, because she is kind of their guardian, remember, and she goes looking for them, so we get a big chunk of her at the beginning of season 1.
But not together is what I'm saying.
Oh, no, never together.
Yeah.
These two,
together, it doesn't really happen until, I think.
Yeah, definitely together on screen more and more, and way more in the last season, because they kind of join sides in a sense. We don't want to give any spoilers away.
Right, so there's more that develops there. So that's screen time.
But as a couple, just disclaimer, they're not a couple. They have one handhold.
They are not a couple yet.
You could do to get some touching and like intimate moments.
And respect, I think. I think like there are like feelings there, but it's definitely nothing that like the show has like put a stamp on.
Right. All right. Category 2?
Category 2 is anticipation. I would say like a mild amount of anticipation.
Absolutely. I want this to happen. I'm invested.
I definitely want this to happen, but also like because it's not a main storyline within the show, it's like I would love for it to happen so much. I think it'd be badass and awesome. But it doesn't like anchor like my my desire to continue watching. So I would say like mild anticipation. They're not so ingrained in like the main quest that like you see them all the time and you're just like dying for it to happen. But when they do pop up, you're like, man, I really wish
maybe
this
it'll
does
happen
happen.
this time.
Yeah. So
and then when they held hands, it was like yes.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's anticipation. Likability, I mean, I think both of them are super likable.
Amaya
is
awesome,
freaking amazing, and
so the setup.
No, she is.
They're both. She is. They have great. She's got cool like weapons and outfits. Amaya's kind of a general soldier, but she is the head general for Katalis.
Like total badass.
They're both total badasses.
Yeah, both amazing
interesting characters,
super likable. For sure.
Nothing generic about them, in my opinion. Yeah. So impact.
So let's talk through impact. I think this relationship, when formed and even right now in the early stages, is super impactful. I think
in
representation across the board,
yeah.
I think it does it just does a really good job. Janai is black and Amaya is, a deaf general. Like I think it's really cool.
Yeah, and great representation in terms of the platform. Not a lot of impact there because Netflix does this, but it is a children's show.
I disagree with that. Like Netflix does representation well. Like, are we just gonna give Netflix that? Netflix
she doesn't agree with me. Do you guys agree with me? I think a lot of the shows that we talk about are on Netflix. I think Netflix has Orange Is the New Black. Netflix has a whole initiative for representation. When you're talking about Netflix versus Disney, Netflix has more queer content. Could Netflix do better? Yes, I guess that is fair. But this isn't what I mean is by no means this is the first queer children's show on Netflix. It's an impactful show.
Yeah, I think it's an impactful show and an impactful relationship.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Impactful relationship more than show. Yeah, okay. And overall show, The Dragon Prince.
I think it's good. I like it. I'm really excited for season 4.
But it's taking a really long time.
It's taking a really long time, like a super slow rollout for
people are not happy about how long it's taken, actually. The other thing I'll say, I don't love the animation. I didn't watch it for a while because the animation really threw me off, and I still don't like the animation. We were rewatching it, and I was like, I think some people will love the animation.
Yeah, I think it's an acquired taste. It's a different style of animation that you kind of just like have to kind of visually get over. Which, like, I'm fine with it now, but in the beginning I was kind of like, I don't know.
You really didn't want to watch it because of the animation.
Yeah.
Overall, this show is great. It's got great representation.
Great show. And it's a good story.
It's a great story. I mean, I would actually honestly compare it to the Avatar The Last Airbender. It is a phenomenal show.
Yeah. I don't know if it's Avatar level, but it is a good show. And it has a good story, and I am invested in the characters.
I think it's more complex, so you get less...
Yeah. It is. I agree with that.
It's a great show, though. Yeah. I mean, that's what I will say. I mean, it is going to receive high marks on that.
Yeah.
So we like the show. I think there's a couple of things that, the animation could be a little bit better in our opinion. Some people will like it.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's like necessarily legendary status show. I don't know who will be watching this show in 10 years.
But it's good.
But it's a great show.
We're both excited for season 4.
Yeah.
So that's our first review. Hopefully, you like the review. If you like this video, please smash the like button and subscribe. And for those of you who are interested in the second entry to the giveaway, here is your question.
Do you think Okay, so jelly tarts, in terms of Dragon Prince, if you know what it means, you know what it means. Have you ever wanted to eat a cartoon meal, like Krusty Krab hamburgers or Krusty Krab pizza, or jelly tarts? What is a like cartoon fictional meal that you're like, I want that?
Yeah, put it in the comments below. Let us know the show that it's from, and use the hashtag #ColorMeGalPal, and that will be your second entry into the giveaway.
If you caught it yesterday. If you didn't, go back and watch that one. Also, if you want to see the actual numerical ranking and the overall ranks for all of the shows, tune in on the 14th and every day before that.
Awesome. Thanks for watching the first review, and we'll catch you in the next one.